And just like that, the York subway extension is open. 6 new stops, an extra 8.6 kilometers, all at a cost of $3.2 billion. The inaugural trips were ridden by the mayors of Toronto and Vaughan, TTC head Andy Byford, Transportation Minister Stephen Del Duca, and Premier Wynne.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Great morning.
Absolutely.
Great morning in Vaughan.
You got it.
I'm Christina Howard at the Vaughan Metro Center, the very first stop on the Line 1 extension. And all day it's been just like this, a complete hub of activity, people clamoring for a chance to take the rails downtown.
It's a long time coming. It's really cool to be able to follow the process as the line was designed and built, and to finally be able to take my first subway ride to York.
The 6 new stops, 3 in Toronto, 3 in Vaughan, include the Vaughan Metro Center, Highway 407, Finch West and Dansview Park, but also Pioneer Village and York University, giving one of the biggest campuses in the country access to trains.
I was a student at York in the mid-1970s, and I've been a faculty member there since 1981. So I've been waiting a long time for this to happen.
The more you can connect different parts of the city up, this is good for jobs. It's good for opportunity. There's a lot of people who live in isolated neighborhoods who find it harder to get to a job. And if you can connect it up, if you can make it better for their family to have them spending less time going to work, it's better for the environment. It reduces congestion. I mean, there's just 100 reasons why building more transit is good for the city of Toronto.
The York subway extension was supposed to connect the 416 to the 905, and that's something that's clearly happened. But it's also led to unprecedented growth north of the 401 and the redevelopment and development of whole new swaths of land in the suburbs.
We will have approximately 1,500,000 square feet of office space, 750,000 of retail, and 12,000 residential units right here in this core, where 30,000 people will live and work.
That's a lot of numbers, but that's the impact of a few new subway stations in Vaughan, a city that's about to go through a massive population and economic explosion. More than 11,000 jobs will be created in just a few hectares of space, all attached to the first and last stop on the Line 1 subway expansion.
We're attracting many important companies, amongst them GFL and Harley-Davidson's actually moving here as well, KPMG, PwC.
In large part, it's because of the subway. It's opened up the door for opportunities and gave Vaughan a chance to actually create a downtown. Smart Centers, a brand synonymous with big box stores, is working with Vaughan and developing a smart city attached to the subway.
Originally, this was going to be a traditional Smart Centers development, but after the TTC came to us, I guess it was in 2006, it's a game changer. It changed everything for us as a developer.
A sleepy suburb, no more. You can see the land surrounding the subway literally transform into a community, complete with a state-of-the-art YMCA, library, and work and live spaces. Because of this, people are flocking to life near the line.
You already have here 3 buildings that will be built within the next 5 years, all of which have already been sold. The units have already been sold.
1,716 condos sold, and they haven't even broken ground yet.
You'll have 20, 30 towers here in no time.
I would think that Vaughan Metropolitan Centre as a whole is one of the larger projects in North America, certainly with the investment of transit from all levels of government.
But this hub won't just benefit residents of Vaughan. People from as far away as Markham and Brampton will be able to access this area using transit like the Viva. In Vaughan, Christina Howard, City News.